Hey, it's spring. I got my favorite hoe. I'm ready to go. You know, I love growing my own vegetables, and one of the easiest ones to grow is one of the most beautiful. It's chard, Swiss chard. I'm planting some Ruby Chard. You can start really early with it, and that's what I like. It's out here, it's cold, it's misty, but you put these seeds in the ground and they're gonna germinate within 7 to 10 days. Now what I do is I take my favorite hoe, I draw a little line right along the back side of this bed. This is a raised bed that I've been working the soil up and getting it right for about 3 years. What you want is a soil when you reach in there and you hold it together like that and you squeeze as hard as you can. If it falls apart, you got the right thing going. If it holds together in a ball, you got too much clay in it, so remember that. All right, now we're gonna start planting this chard. I'm just gonna go walk along here and just drop them in. I just wanna make sure that I've got enough seed to do this entire row. There's different varieties of chard. There's a white stalk chard. There's one called Rainbow Lights that has a really beautiful range of yellows and salmon and apricot colored stems. So what I've done is I've planted a 20-foot row of this. The soil is so moist and it looks like we're going to get a little rain, so I'm not going to worry about actually watering them in, but if it was really dry, you'd probably want to water them in. And in about 10 days, these little guys will begin to germinate, and in 60 days, I'll be able to start harvesting chard to use in some of my recipes. I'm just dragging about a ½ inch of soil over the top of these little seeds, and I don't mind the fact that they're not in a precise row. I like the fact that some of them are off the center point. And what I'll do is if they're too close together, I'll come along here once they germinate and I'll pull some of them up. And I might transplant them, or I might just throw them away, or I might wash them off and throw them in a salad. Now look at it over here. These are some I planted back in the fall, and we hadn't had a hard enough winter to knock these back. You can see chard can take below freezing temperatures because we've already dropped down to 24 degrees, and look how good these plants look. Now I went through here and I pulled off a lot of the old stems around the base, but it's still performing beautifully. What you want to do if you want to eat it, you want to reach in there and you want to pull off those young tender stalks. If you want to do a flower arrangement, what you want to do is pull some of those big broad leaves like that. Now take a look at that. That would look good in just about any kind of flower arrangement. So the thing with some of these vegetables you need to think about is not just to relegate it to the kitchen, although it is delicious and nutritious, but use it in other ways, decorative ways in the house. I think it's an outstanding plant. If you're enjoying these tips, make sure you share them with a friend and subscribe to ehowhome.